Welcome back, guys. You were locked in again with Mushin Karate, with myself, Jamal, and the 30th co-host, the gaffer, Mr. Gavindbailey. Come on.
What
about Mushin?
Wait.
Today...
before we get into that, for those that know where that key is from.
Today, we are discussing the heavyweight male competitors that had initially qualified for the Tokyo Olympic Games. And to start this off, we have a personal favourite of mine, I cannot lie. It's Mr. Uygar Aktas from Turkey, minus 84. Let's go straight into the medals overview. I'm itching to talk about it. You get me? So at junior continental level, he's got 1 bronze. That was his first, Serbia, if I'm not mistaken. And then 4 gold medals. Junior World Championships, he's got a gold medal. Series A, he's got 1 bronze, 3 silvers, 3 gold medals. K1 level, he's got 6 bronzes, 1 silver, 8 gold medals. Continental level, he's got 2 bronzes, 3 golds. And at senior world championship level, he's got 1 bronze medal. Let's, like we did with the Costa, I think it's important that we paint the story here. Yeah? I think it's important we paint the story because the junior career set up for what we saw, and I don't think people were shocked by what we've been seeing.
No.
Because like if we look even just on the European circuit, because his first medal at Junior World Championships was 2015 Indonesia. I don't think he competed in Guadalajara 2013 World Championships.
No.
I'm not sure about Malaysia. Maybe he competed.
Yeah.
He competed in Malaysia, yeah. But on the European circuit, Mushin work. Like Serbia...
Mushin work.
Yeah, it was Mushin work. You feel me? So 2011 Serbia, cool, he's taken a bronze, yeah, safe. He's come back now a year later, 2012 Europeans, Azerbaijan, taking a gold medal, yeah? Cool. Come back now, 2013 Turkey, Konya, yeah? Minus 76.
Yeah.
I think he beat Kevin Korte from Denmark in the final. Or maybe that was the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Anyways,
Sounds
irrespective,
right.
Yeah. So, 2012, taking a gold medal. 2013, Konya, he's taken a gold medal. Then he's gone back to European Championships. I think he's at under 21 at this point now. Portugal, taking a gold medal again. Yeah? Cool. This is where it gets interesting now. So now he's at under 21. We're coming into 2015. And there was a little blip at the Europeans. Because what happened was he lost in the second round to Heleo Hernandez from Portugal. Yeah? Because I fought Heleo in the first round and I lost on flags. Then Heleo fought Uygar and beat him. So I'm thinking, right, look, from when we saw Uygar was in that half of the pool, we knew, innit, yeah? Like,
that's the guy.
From when he's beat Uygar, I'm thinking, all right, rep should be there, innit? But man's got a 30 job on man's hands, but rep should be there. But then Heleo lost to Jesse Da Costa in the semis.
Yeah.
So Uygar had no rep. So there was no medal. And that would have been the first, in all his Europeans, the first in 4?
Yeah, first in 4.
Yeah, first in 4, which he didn't have a medal. Of course, he would have been disappointed. So to see how he was going to turn that around, that happened at such an early stage of the year. Yeah. And I think I resonate with his career because we're the same age. I think he's born in 95 as well. And he was accomplishing all the things that all of us are dreaming of accomplishing, but you're watching it happen firsthand. But because the levels are so high, there's no bitterness. Yeah. Like, with certain man, there's a little bit of slightly wish that was me. But with this one, the levels are that high, like it's just. Do you feel me? Yeah. So that's happened in 2015. Then later on now, he's gone senior Europeans, Istanbul, and he's taken a bronze. And this is his first senior championships, like as in like
Europeans or world. He did a Mediterranean Games kind of thing, but
and he's taken a bronze. Then he's qualified for Baku European Games, and then he's taken a bronze there as well. Yeah, cool. Then by the end of the year, 2015, he's gone to under 21 World Championships Indonesia, and he took a gold against Muhammad Ramadan in the final. And the final was techie. Like Muhammad Ramadan hit him with that ura that we were talking about. And then Uygar basically come off the line and swept him, brought it back like it was mad, So he's taken that gold medal. And then a couple months later, he's gone to under 21 Europeans again in Cyprus, taken another gold medal. So what's that, 2016 we're in? And by this point now, he hit his stride. Like we've gone 2016 Senior Europeans Montpellier. He's taken a gold medal. Yeah. Cool. He had a misperformance at World Championships, Linz. Yeah. But then he's bounced back. 2017 Europeans took gold again. Yeah. Like when he hits his stride. Cold. Just techie, innit? Like just techie, really, innit? Yeah. Like, and the way in which he's winning, like the double Jordan. What Europeans was it he landed that in? 2016. I think he was fighting Bosnia.
Bosnia sounds about right.
I think he fought Bosnia. I think so. And he caught him with a double wash. And I seen him catch Anton Isaku as well from Belarus with a double wash. And I think that might have been at another. I don't know.
I think that might have been a K1. That one.
Yeah, I'm digressing. But the levels are high, innit? Yeah. One thing that stands out to me, actually, do you know what? I'm chatting way too much. Let's go into the stats.
Well, we can tell you like him. We can see the passion. It's dead
there. He's 30 still. He's 30. All-time podium percentage is at 58.3%. The average of the -84 category is 30%. So the levels are there already. You know, 2020 podium percentage was 75%. 2019 podium percentage again 75%. Consistent.
Yeah, one of the best out of the pound for pound males ever.
Yeah, I mean that year 2019, the average of the 10 pound for pound top 10 was basically 68, and he was 75. Yeah. So like, that man brought down the average. Yeah. He was holding it up. He was there, man. And remember, he scored the most points in 2019 as well out of the.
Maybe second.
Was it second? Stanislav scored the most, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he scored second. Yeah. How many points was that again? It was something crazy like. Oh yeah, you got it there. How many points was it?
I want to say Stanislav was about 180 something, and he was.
Ugar was 154.
Yeah.
Ugar was 154. No, he was above Stanislav. He was behind Darkan.
Darkan was at 180.
Asidilov had 186.
Yeah, 180.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, Darkan stretched. He that year 2019, Darkan Asidilov, he was in a lane of his own.
Yeah.
Like pound for pound, like he was in a lane of his own. And the points speak for itself, innit? Like, because if you look at everyone beneath now, in total points of 2019, you got Ugar at 154, and then Sajada's at 144, then Dida Amirali and Stanislav at 141, Thomas Scott's at 139. So you can see like it was all but then Darkan just is there. Like,
I said, I'm gonna show you something.
186. You get me? Like crazy. So yeah, he scores very high and usually averages double digits in each event. So 2020 he was averaging 12 points an event, and 2019 he was averaging 12.8 points an event.
Yeah, and it's good to see he tightened up the conceded amount as well. So
definitely
down from 6.3 in 2019 to 5.8, which again brings him closer to the average of the top 10. If you're outscoring them, it's great to be in line with what they're conceding as well. It only boosts your average. And just to think that at Continental Championships, he's got 100% record for podium. It speaks to the caliber of, again, we know he's streaky, for lack of a better word. He can chain 4 or 5 competitions together with a great result. Then he might have a blip. But to make that around the period of a European Championship, whether it be senior or junior, in his history is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And to be able to step up, again, like you say, didn't get the spot straight away. I had to wait out a more senior athlete and then get your bite of the cherry and say, consistently, I'm that guy. Speaks to his technique and speaks to his uniqueness.
And again, three gold medals at senior European level. It just looks like he is recreating what he did in juniors. Yeah. And I just checked, it was Anton Isaku from Belarus. It was a European finals, 2019, and again hit him with a double Mawash. But it's almost like he's just recreating what he was doing in his youth.
Yeah.
Which is mad scary. Like, and I think as well, like as a fighter, just a dangerous competitor.
Yeah.
Like again, another one, everything's in his arsenal. Jordan, Chudan, hands. He's got hands going forward, instigating clashes, initiating clashes. He's got hands on the counter. He's got a good counter, Jordan Gakuzuki. He goes Chudan well. He's got a lovely Chudan Gak. The legs are there, Chudan Mawash, mad leg control. Like he can do all the trickery.
Doubles, yeah.
He can do all the
Feints
trickery.
And everything.
And then he can sweep when he needs to as well. Like the sweeps are there also. He used to do this. He used to have a technique. I don't see him really run it as much now, but he used to have a technique where when he'd attack, because he's a big like tap the front leg, bam.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. So he'll tap the front leg, bam. And let's say like the person has smothered it and they get into a clinch. It's like the moment his feet land, he pivots out.
Yeah.
Like
almost like a boxing kind
like a boxing pivot, yeah. So the moment his feet land, he pivots out, but then throws up a ura.
Yeah.
But the ura is so hard to block because the way that he's pivoted his body and pull it up, the ura is hitting his opponent in the front of their face instead of the sides. So the only way that you can really block it is by accident. Like if your hand just happens to be
there
in front of your face, then it's there, innit? But the majority of people, like, again, it would happen like clockwork. Like you could see the muscle memory from the tap, bam, line, pivot, boom, like, and he's slapping consistently, like, mad techie.
It's another one very sharp in the clash.
Yeah.
Whenever there is a clash and you look at his techniques, because I think one of the hardest things to gauge in a clash is the cleanliness of the techniques, and things look flustered, they look smothered, but he always manages to get them direct lines, like back pull back strong, sharp, and obviously that's his temperament and his sort of aggressiveness with the technique and his body language helps him to sell the points in that clinch, and one of the best in close quarters that I've seen.
100%, and like, look, Uga, I think as a fighter, he's got a level of class in the sense where when I was watching some recent fights, there are multiple fights that he's having in finals, yeah. So I don't even know if this is happening in the rounds, in finals, where his opponents are giving up prematurely. Like I saw a fight, he was fighting Daniel Yildizev from Kazakhstan in a final of a K1, and like there was like 10 seconds left. And Daniel just stopped fighting. Yeah. He just looked at him. He looked at him like, "Look, I'm not gonna catch you. Yeah. Like you've won, innit, yeah." But you don't see it that often, like with that much time left. Yeah. Maybe 3 seconds left. Yeah. You've been hunting, man. Alright, you know you're not gonna win now. Whatever. Just let the clock run. But there's about 10 seconds left. Yeah. And Daniel looked at him like, "Okay, yeah, like you've done this." And it's magic because. And again, it happened again in a final that he had with Zabiola Porshab from Iran. But to be fair, I think Porshab felt like he had caught him with some kicks towards the end and was more just getting frustrated. And then he even looked at Uga and basically said like, "Come on, you know that hitting it, but it ain't Uga's job to score the point, irrespective, innit, yeah?" But so he also stopped fighting quite early. But I just think he has so much humility in a sense where like you can see that he feels almost embarrassed, like it makes him feel uncomfortable, like he's telling them, man, like, nah, like don't embarrass me, like come fight, like fight. It's like there's 10 seconds left, like come, just bounce, innit? Like it makes him feel uncomfortable, innit? I just feel like he's just got mad class in it. He used to do something I didn't like back in the day. I feel like he like when he would get sometimes in heavy scraps, I felt like at the time he, like in regards to contact, sometimes you see him go like this and look at the ref and you get me, and he's trying to say, "Look, I'm bleeding." Like
to pull the warnings.
Either pull the warnings or he wants extra time. Yeah. And at the time, my fighter's pride kicks in it, and I'm thinking, I allowed that. Like even if he literally can't get back to the line, but really now reflecting, tactically, that's part of the game. That's like like I'm getting a bit tired. So on my way back, I'm buckling my belt. I'm untying my belt. Then when I get to the line now, okay, cool.
Yeah, cool.
You know who does that the most? Owen. As he Owen, Owen will have like the loosest tie in his belt, and the referee will ask him to tie it, and just to tie it, I'm 1-2 the whole thing, and then he's doing it, but it's part of it, innit?
It's part of the craft.
These are all the little techie things that you do to compensate for certain things, innit? Like your durability just isn't there today. Yeah. You have them days, do you know what I mean? Like, and you might need them extra seconds just to compose yourself. Sometimes you're not even tired. Sometimes you're just formulating something. Yeah. You feel me? Things are just tense. And you just need you need the 10 seconds to just find your Mushin and just.
You
get me, and just you get me. So these are all the little things in it. So I appreciate it more now. But very techie fighter, and the stats, they speak for themselves, innit? Honestly.
And if you think he's coming up into a section that it was stacked. Like, there's great athletes that we don't really see much, like Zanos and those kind of athletes.
Yeah.
And Zanos had the fight with the Egyptian.
Hanafi Keshta.
Yeah.
Wait. Do you know, yeah? I always remember, bro, I was sitting in like science or something, yeah? And you messaged me, innit? And you said, watch this.
I messaged you.
Yeah, you messaged me. And I was sitting in science, yeah? And you was like, watch this fight.
Yeah.
Watch this fight. And it was Timothy Peterson.
And
Keshta, yeah? But I didn't know Keshta these times, innit, yeah? But I know Peterson, yeah? So the fight has started, and Peterson's basically come first technique, licked him, Jordan Ure, yeah?
Licked him again, and it's 6-0 up.
No, then he swept him. Yeah, and he's 6-0 up in the first 10 seconds, yeah? So I'm thinking, Peterson is wrapping this guy, bro. I watched Hanafi Keshta claw back to win the fight, like 10-6.
Yeah, I can remember.
Like, literally just through grit. Just through grit.
6-0 down early.
And double Jordans and Uris and...
It's a lot.
And came back here. And then, again, just to speak of the caliber of fighters like George Zanos, and then we go on to see Zanos take out Keshta at one event. I didn't he lick him with, like, 2 spinning Uris. Do you feel me? Like, so, the caliber of fighters in the section, crazy high.
And to be such a young athlete and to be leading sort of the pack.
Do you know what
it
I
just
mean?
speaks to the grounding of the integration and the grounding. It was the right time to bring him. Again, you give him the luxury or maybe the opportunities to make a few mistakes on the road where he's trying to work out how he establishes himself in the section. And then just to kick on and say, you've got that now. Let's keep repetitions. Let's keep the repetitions. Let's keep it going. And the results he produces, it's a name on a sheet that you're looking for a medal when you see it.
Definitely. And obviously, last World Championships? Yeah, 2018 he took the bronze, innit? Yeah. So it's coming.
It's coming. Yeah,
I'm telling you now.
coming.
I'm telling you now, it's coming. Still.
It's coming. It could be the next one. It could have been, if we had one last year, it could have been that one last year. But you know it's coming. And when you see that he wins 78% of his finals, 77.8, which again his section's only winning 40%, and Male Kumite only winning 50%. It shows you that when he gets there, he's more than likely going to get it right. And again, it's just him getting there more consistently and getting there consistently. But I feel he's built of that pedigree to lead the section. Like
look who was there before him. You had Gökhan Gunders and Gökhan Gunders, he was someone who maybe when you thought of like the main minus 84s, he doesn't come to your mind straight away because maybe he's not the flashiest of fighters. Yeah. To be fair, he had a solid ippon technique because he used to have that back leg Jordan Mawash. I think he'd go boom.
Boom, yeah.
Like, he would trap people in a corner and then go boom and slap them, and that was a good banker. But he was consistent. He would mix with them at the top. Again, when you're just in this environment, like, and you're nurturing this level of excellence, like, do you get what I'm saying?
And then we spoke earlier about
the pass of the baton.
The pass of the baton through the whole team, through the 60, 67, 84.
Like, whole team.
And it's wild just to think that these youngsters per se, well, they're not really young because most of them are sort of mid-20s or early 20s now. Like, and they're together just coming out and saying, you know what? And it's a catalyst because you go out and Samdan will make the final. And then Barak will make the final.
And then El Tamar
is there or thereabouts, medal round
maybe
final.
A bronze, but more time could even be a final.
And then Ugas in the final. And then
Upsalan.
Yeah.
I definitely pronounced that wrong. Apologies, but yeah.
And that's what I'm saying now. It's like a collective bunch.
Alparslan. I think that's how you pronounce it. Alparslan.
Yeah, disclaimer, obviously, we're trying our best with the names.
Yamanoglu.
That sounds a bit right.
Yamanoglu, Alparslan Yamanoglu. Yeah, and then he's there.
He's thereabouts
as well.
You grinded it with Jonathan Horn and them, man. You're thinking, okay, we're strong in it together. We're strong.
That's what I'm saying. These teams, but to be fair, the Turkish team have been doing bits.
Yeah.
Like, domestic, like in Europe, like, you know, back in the day, I feel like the main rivalry at European level was definitely like there was a large rivalry between England and France.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and if you go back even at World Championship level, they're in finals together all the time. Yeah. 1996 World Championships, Sun City, South Africa.
South Africa, I don't think it's Sun City.
Where was the 96 World Championships? 94 was Malaysia, 98 was Rio, 96.
Wait, no, continue going. Why you search for that?
Yeah, South Africa still.
Sun City in South Africa.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's in South Africa. If I'm wrong, then correct me. But I'm pretty sure 1996 World Championship, South Africa.
Yeah.
Definitely South Africa. It's playing my mind. Yeah. So England, France in the final of World Championships. Do you feel me? Like the multiple European championships, 1994, 1995, like back-to-back Europeans.
Yeah.
They're fighting each other again and again. Yeah. But you can see that now recreated in modern time, but with France and Turkey.
Yeah.
As in like 2015, Senior Europeans, Istanbul, France, Turkey in the final, Turkey take it. Next following year, Senior Europeans, Montpellier in France, France, Turkey, France takes it. Like you can see that back and forth now, you get me? And so I guess Turkey, and I think they also, maybe they fought for bronze in team at World Championships. I think they lost to Iran on the way, because I remember seeing Ugar fight Sajjad.
It looks familiar. I can see it maybe the Linz one.
Yeah, but they're there. Yeah. They're there. Do you get what I'm saying? Like Turkey, the team is strong, and like we keep saying, they probably got a bunch of
under 21s already.
Now ready to come up when they're ready to pass on that torch. That will come up at that
seamless, isn't it?
That same level. Like the transition is just smooth. Like.
But anyway, touching back on to Ugar, he deserves all the points. He leads the rankings for this merge section. I wouldn't even call it jeopardy. Obviously, he's got that 2019 European if he needs it to pull out to get points, but it's practically a foregone conclusion that providing there is the games, he will be there. And again, it's a solid name to have on the team sheet. A person who does it all, has it all, does it all, ability to mix it up and scrap. Again, he's not the biggest in his section, but he scraps with the big guys and he finds a way. And I think that's what's going to help him when it comes go time at the Olympic Games.
Definitely.
Do you want to... Go on to the next.
Yeah, let's move on. So the next competitor that we have, you announced this one because I know this is a personal favourite of you.
I'll let you announce.
Nah, you didn't say it.
I like him too much to announce him. I don't want to butcher his name because I like him.
I thought you'd be better at his name than I would.
No.
So the next fight that we have is Sajjad Ganjzadeh.
Let's just call him Sajjad.
How would you pronounce his name?
I think the J might be silent.
Okay. Ganjzadeh.
Yeah, I think.
Sajjad Ganjzadeh.
I think so.
But if we've mispronounced that, then apologies. Sincerely as well, because we got so much respect to him. I didn't even try to mispronounce the
I got so much love for this guy.
But just for the context, we're just gonna Sajjad.
Yeah.
From Iran, plus 84.
Yeah.
Techie.
And you know what? This is probably one of the most interesting situations in qualifications. Let me just dig into this a bit, because Sajjad is actually the third rank in the plus 75, which is minus 84 and plus 84. The person who sits in the second rank is also from Iran.
Oh, Zabir Porshab?
Yeah, Porshab. But because Sajjad is the first ranked plus 84, that takes preference over Porshab being the second ranked minus...
In the Olympic rankings.
Yeah, minus 84.
Yeah.
So technically he's got more points.
Yeah.
But Porshab is still not going.
Yeah.
Which is a unique scenario to be in. But anyway, that doesn't take anything away.
The talent pool is unique anyway, because you got Sajjad there holding it down, but you got Saleh Abazari from Iran that's also ranked highly in the heavyweight division.
Yeah, 9. He's 9 on the Olympic. 9 on the Olympic. Yeah. So
what's he in WKF?
I'm gonna have to run that one up.
I got it. Actually, I got it. In WKF. 4. Do you get what I'm saying? Like. So imagine that you have to be patterned. Because you got a younger right behind you, that's not even like looking to come up. Like he's up, he's here with you, bro. Like he's ranked 4th in the world. Like and talent is crazy.
And that's what I'm saying, that the talent in depth, especially when you run them training drills, like the training drills are done to replicate the combat scenarios. These men are training with people that they likely could fight of that caliber at home,
bro, at the dojo.
On a Tuesday night. Think about it like that. Like sometimes, again, depending on your area or depending on your country, you can maybe get some high level training once a week.
Yeah.
These men are probably doing it Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. Maybe they have Friday off. Yeah, you don't know Wednesday. They might have Friday off, but it's outstanding. But
I mean, last World Champion, 2016 World Championships, come back home with a double gold. Get me, made 2 finals. Last 2018 World Championships, made 2 finals again. Like someone that's very used to the main stage. To that platform.
And I'll let you do his medal run through because it speaks volume.
So, medal overview at junior world level, he has a silver. Series A level, bronze and a gold. K1, 3 bronzes, 1 silver, 11 gold medals. Jeez.
This is what I'm saying. Keep going.
Continental level, 1 bronze, 2 silvers, and World Championship level, 2 silvers, 1 gold. One of them silvers is that 2014 against Enes Erkan, yeah?
Yeah, in Bremen, yeah.
In Bremen, innit? Yeah. And then 2016 has taken gold. Oh, yeah, Sajad, he's made 3 finals back to back. Come on, man.
With the 3 team gold medals, that's what I'm trying to say.
So that is in 3 World Championships, yeah? Done fought in 6 finals.
This is what I'm trying to say. Like, again, it sounded a bit like shade when we said that Porshab was higher ranked than him, but the standard that he is delivering, 63.9%, so 64 all-time podium. And again, from what we can see from his history and from his competitions, he doesn't really tend to get out that often. Yeah. But podium percentage World Championship, 100%. Podium percentage Continental Championships, 100%. When he's going to the biggest stage, he's medaling.
He's medaling. And that's where it matters.
Not an extensive junior career, but he's shown up, with that smile on his face. At one stage, he had braces. I don't know if he's still got them now, but love a smile. And again, when you talk about dynamics of builds and stuff, some of the stuff you see him do, there's no way he's kicking man that are maybe a foot higher than him in the head. At his sort of build, it looks unordinary, but he's finding a way.
Legit, because if you was to see Sajad in normal life, you wouldn't think a man of his stature is who he is, and capable of what he does.
It's like a secret identity, isn't it?
But bro, like even the legs though, like I wouldn't even have him down as a big kicker, But you'll see him throw up a miss and come back wash. Like that's leg control, bro. Like
and he's doing it against your Erkans who are 6 foot plus. Your Jonathan Horns, even the guy from Holland, I don't know his name. I would say Tyrone. Lardy, who is. But when you see him from afar, almost looks 7 foot.
Yeah, I think he must be about like 6'6", somewhere.
Somewhere up in there.
He's up there, isn't it?
Let's say Sajad is on the cusp of 6 foot. Let's say, because he must be around 6 foot-ish. 5'10", 5'11".
I think about your height.
Yeah, 5'11", 6 foot-ish, like. Yeah, but these men are 6 foot clear.
They're.
And he's able to get the legs up. He's able to not be bullied around the time. He's able to impress and impose his will on the fights.
I imagine, the size difference is huge. Like these men are shooting guards power forward. Some of them are centers.
And this is what I'm saying.
Guys,
there's a point guard.
He's a point guard.
But, trying to square. Imagine like Curry trying to scare up to like a Kevin Durant. I mean, don't really work. 7 foot assassin. You're not squaring up to a man like that. Yeah. But again, he's comfortable, and the key thing is he's happy. Like when you see him, he's smiling.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Like mixes it up, scores clean techniques, has a unique way, and I'm pretty sure he's probably pioneered because he was probably one of the first people I see to adapt that Jordan head kick. And when he's throwing it, he's actually pulling man down to meet the kick because he knows that he might not reach if I don't bring man to me. Yeah. Again, innovation, because going into that heavyweight and being, say, my size for lack of a better whatever of an exact number. But that's daunting. You're fighting 6'5" man, and again, but it's not only that, it's 6 foot and maybe 80, 90, 100 kilos. Like it's a big weight and a big punches, but he mixes it up.
Well. And even just style wise, like front hands down, super reactive, like a sick distance.
Mixes it up.
Like, you can't creep into a man's distance. You know, Sajad, you cannot creep into his distance. No matter how deceptive you are, the moment you're creeping, he's registered it. He's checking it back. Like he's adjusting.
Even fights the Japanese guys, because they got the one in the individual that's massive. Heavyweight.
Hideyoshi Kagawa.
Yeah. Come on, and dispatches. I remember we watched that in Linz in the team with that rotation. Just tag, you're in. All right, tag, you're in.
I just remember seeing waves because I was sitting on the outside of the stadium. Innit? Unfortunately, I was sitting far away. But I just kept seeing masses happen over there.
It wasn't.
Iran was fighting without even looking at the flag.
I've never seen anything like that. And again, to be in that dynamic, in that system, where again, probably training with Porshab, training with, because there's obviously Iman, who's now in England.
Say that again.
Iman who's in England now.
Oh, yeah,
obviously
Iman,
from the same faction, and there's 3 or 4 others in there. And this guy is the best. But again, if you was to line them up and try to pick a fighter, you're not even trying to pick this guy.
But more time, more time. 5 fighters have gone out.
Yeah.
Points are neck and neck.
Yeah.
You got to send someone out. Yeah,
that's what you're choosing.
To be fair, shall I be honest? You could roulette it and just pick anyone.
Yeah.
And send one of them out. Whether it's barman.
Well, you just pick anyone for your team, innit?
Yeah.
But on their team, if they're gonna pick one, they're probably gonna pick him and say, "Yeah, we trust you can go and do the job." And it's 30.
One technique that always stands out for me is in Bremen. Yeah, the first technique that he scored in a final team, it was the sweep. The guy come Kazami, and he swiped him, and he landed, and he placed him with one hand and hit him with the other, and hops up. Like, just mad techie, like the style, fam. He's got mad grace, honestly.
Yeah, he's got composure
composure
in probably the toughest pit, because that heavyweight sometimes can look like a slugfest. Like these men are taking chinks out of each other.
Some of these guys as well will really slug out. Like even like a fighter like Slobodan. Yeah. Slobodan's mad techie. Like he's a fighter in the plus 84 division, but can move like a lighter weight. He's got that athleticism. He's got that springness in his step. But when he wants to turn it up, like I've seen Slobodan get into some scraps. Enough of them. My man from the heavyweight from Kosovo as well. Techie fighter. Yeah, but when they want to turn it on, like they'll turn it on. Do you know what I mean? Like, and you have to have immense composure to deal with them situations
and confidence in your ability. Because again, it's like fight or flight. You could take a punch or you can take a sweep. Because again, we say sweep, but at that frame, they're hacking that front leg, because you can't just sweep a tree. You got to hack that if you're going to take it over. They're hacking. And again, the guy from Georgia is around that mix as well. Phenomenal sweeper.
Gojita is the best sweeper on the circuit. I'll say that with my chest. I don't even... I don't care.
But this is what I'm saying. Again, he's one who Tifa's on. He used to be minus 84, now he does the plus 84 thing. So again, but that's a different element to add into this mix. But Sajjad seems to be the one who's the most consistent.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. It's very true.
Like, consistently good, consistently performs. And again,
and as a competitor, I mean, you know, we would love the database to get to this level. I would love to know, like, how many techniques he's throwing to how many he's scoring, because he's just mad efficient. Like, he's not wasteful. He don't need to throw like 10 techniques to set you up for the one. Like he's just calculated. He just knows. He's just got good timing. Like he just knows how to exploit people. He knows how to force errors. And again, that's what's important. Forcing the error at this level. People are not making voluntary errors. If they got a game plan, they got 3 minutes, they're executing it. You can't just be waiting for them to mess up, because they're not messing up. You feel me? But he can force it.
And we're talking about K1 medal percentage in 2019, 85.7, which is higher than the top 10 pound for pounds.
19,
Which means that, I'm getting to... I might not come out often.
Whoa, a lot higher.
I'm getting there. And when I'm getting there, you better expect that I'm taking a medal. Like, I'm bringing this home. And again, one of my personal favourites. I just love the smile. I love the confidence of him in his section again. Because you see him come up against some monsters, some Goliaths, and you think, it's going to be a bit tasty. Man will kick man in the head and start grinning afterwards on his way back to his line. Gumshoe will come out, he's still grinning, looking at you thinking, Again, I love a guy who's passionate about the sport. So again, we know about his qualification positioning, but being the top ranked heavyweight bodes in his favour. Chasing him, he's got Jonathan Horn chasing him in second place.
Yeah.
And again, the third ranked heavyweight is Gogita, who is a way away from him. So we're looking at maybe one solid performance from Sajjad at K1, and it's a bank. If the K1 doesn't happen, it's banked. So I look forward to seeing him again against Ugar and seeing what's going to come out here, because again,
on that stage,
Sajjad is a man for the stage. If you're going to pick a man for the stage, I'm picking Sajjad, because from all the averages I've seen, I can't think of anybody else who's 100% on continental and world stage.
That's fair. Like, I think if I had to make a decision, I want to back Ugar. You feel me? But I've seen them fight, and in team Sajad bested him. But this is individual performance.
Yeah.
Because if I'm talking team, then Uga may not necessarily always be my first choice.
Yeah.
Even though more time he probably still will make the lineup. But I acknowledge that sometimes his individual performances can outshine his team ones.
Yeah.
So this is an individual performance, and not only is it a big stage, it's the biggest stage.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. It'll be very interesting to see. Mad interesting.
All right, do you want to move on to the next? You know, when we say move on to the next, I feel like we could talk forever about the one before, and the person next has just as much to talk about.
Is that we have to force ourselves really?
Yeah, to move on.
We'll be chatting about them for time. So yeah, look, the next athlete that we have on the list is current world champion. Actually, sorry, I've got to touch on one more thing just before we go into this. Yeah, sorry. Again, I know we mentioned it already, but just to highlight the credibility of this, like 3 world championship finals back to back. 3, not 2, 3.
Against 3 different people.
Against 3 different people, 3. You know how many men have done that?
Not many.
Not many. Like we said, like you can probably count them. Yeah, Bros, Busa, Araga.
I gave myself 3 in a row now.
Well, his first was 6, yeah? 6, 8, 10. Yeah. Agayev, not surprising.
Yeah, not surprising.
But Agayev more time than got 4, he made 12 as well.
Yeah. Oh. He probably would have made 14 if he weren't injured. Because he didn't compete 14.
He didn't compete 14.
Yeah. It could have been 6. We're talking them Jordan numbers there.
Yeah, rings. But yeah, to make 3 world championship finals back to back, you have to be considered a everlasting Hall of Famer. You know, if there was a Hall of Fame, if there was a legendary.
I think one day we'll get one.
Sign up.
Yeah,
we finna do that.
We finna do that.
We finna
make it happen.
We finna do that. But yeah, like Sajad, 30, amazing accomplishment, man. So yeah, so moving on now, we're moving on to the current plus 84 heavyweight, and that is Jonathan Horn from Germany. Let's get straight into the medals overview, and then we'll discuss the stats. So at junior continental level, he's got a silver medal. At junior worlds, he's got a bronze and a gold. So he was a junior world champion. Series A, he's got 1 bronze, 2 silvers, 2 golds. K1 level, he's got 7 bronzes, 4 silvers, 10 gold medals. Continental level, 3 bronzes, 6 gold medals, 6 times European champion. And at world championship level, he's got one bronze and 1 gold. And obviously this is all individual stats. Yeah, we know that he's also taken medals in team at these levels alongside everyone as well. These are all just based on individual performances. Look at the stats. All-time podium percentage, 68.5%, ahead of the top 10 pound for pound male athletes. The average of top 10 pound for pound males, 66%. So he's there, innit? Like he's
consistently there over a long period of time.
He really is there.
Because when you talk about those junior achievements, those date back to 2005.
Yeah.
That's when he started his junior career. So 2005 to what now? 2021, 16 years.
16 years.
It's a solid body of work. You'll be happy if you was any kind of an artist or an athlete to be able to have such a CV after 16 years of grind for your craft. It's outstanding, and it goes to see that, again, made the transition from junior to senior, took his first European Senior Championship on his first attempt, and then obviously the world follows in that same year, 2008.
Say that again.
So in 2008,
yeah,
when he went to his first Senior Europeans in Estonia,
yeah,
gold medal. Then he went to the World Championships in that year in Japan. And took a bronze medal.
Yeah, totally.
Again, the next time he went back out to a European Championship in 2010, so there's an absence in 2009.
Yeah,
took a gold medal.
This is what I'm saying.
2011 took a gold medal.
A lot of the younger generation know these fighters seasoned. Different tactics, more calculated. Yeah. Them man don't know about long-haired Jonathan Horn.
Long-haired.
What?
Long-haired.
You know about long-haired Jonathan Horn? Super Saiyan 3 Jonathan Horn. What? Like, all of these things that these young boys come up doing, yeah? And they're getting in clinches and they're throwing up mad uras and they're heavyweights as well, yeah? So you know that it's techie, yeah? some of these young heavyweights, their ability, Outchan Ashraf from Morocco, Tarek Hamidi, Saudi Arabia, like so their ability legs wise, kicking ability is crazy. You wouldn't expect people of their stature to be able to lift up their leg like that, bro. Long hair Jonathan Horn,
been doing it.
Young Jonathan Horn, techie. Like, because when you see him now, he's efficient.
Yeah.
He probably got about 3 techniques he lick you with.
Yeah.
Maybe 4. Kizami, Urakan.
Yeah.
Over the top. And then the legs, they come out when necessary.
Yeah,
they come out when necessary. But really, that's it, innit? And everyone knows that. Everyone knows they're the techniques. Everyone knows they're the bankers. But you knowing them doesn't stop them from scoring. Essentially. You might know that it's coming in it, but that don't mean that you're gonna deal with it. Cause you lick you with the Urakan the same way. But again, like a lot of people, they only know him for his more calculated style. But when he was younger, bursting onto the scene, like you said, coming to his first senior Europeans, taking a gold medal, going to Tokyo, 2008 World Championships later that year, taking a bronze. Like this is in a heavyweight division as well. And the heavyweight division is stacked these times. What are you talking about? Like, come on, man.
And then if you really want to just accentuate like his dominance, like if you look at hold on, man's getting used to these Apple Macs, get me? If you want to look at his European, like the platform that he competes on and the standard that he sets is like 2008 gold, misses 2009, 2010 gold, 2011 gold.
It's Europeans.
This is Europeans. 2012 gold. Like you're thinking,
like
consistency
his podium,
of the highest level.
Podium percentage at European Championships is 90%. Like
again,
how many senior Europeans is that? Hold on. Okay, so he's been to 10.
He's medalled at 9.
He's been to 10 and he's medalled at 9. And he's made 6 finals.
We just listed he won 4 in consecution at the beginning of his career. And that's a young Jonathan Hall, to get me.
Yeah.
And it shows about the evolution. So the game's evolved, and he's evolved with the game. And now that performance that he put in that World Championship final against Sajjad was techie.
Yeah.
Because again, when you put names together, and people are going, which way you're going to go?
Is that where he hit him with the spinner aura?
Yeah. People are saying Sajjad in it because they've seen the history. Yeah, he's made the final, then he's won the final. The next one, you're thinking, he's going to do it again. He's that guy. And then Jonathan will go, nah, brother.
Everyone said, nah, brother.
Not today again. And it's not a performance that you didn't expect from the caliber of what you know you're bringing, but you might have not expected it on that stage, at that occasion, at that time. And it shows you the longevity. And again, we talk about some of these athletes like the Boosers, the Jonathan Horns, the Agievs. They're real pearls of diamonds of karate because they've been under pressure from early. And they're still under pressure now, but that diamond's not cracking, it's just evolving, it's reshaping. And again, he's doing things now at his size and his frame that I'm sure some of these youngers, like the Lardy from Holland, have grown up watching and trying to emulate that kind of style and that kind of physicality. Because don't get me wrong, Lardy's probably bigger and can bring his own dynamic, but that Jonathan Horn blueprint is already there that I can learn from and I can grow into. And man, again, another one I like watching him.
Like the composure is something is special. I rarely see him rattled.
No.
Like I know he had a moment. I think it was last year or the year before in that final with I think it was Russia, where they got a bit physical towards the end. Well, I don't really say physical. I mean, a couple punches were thrown after
time.
And I think everyone made a big deal out of it. But to be honest, you have to remember these are fighters, man. Like, this is what they're doing in it. Like it went elbows thrown on. I think it is what it is in it. But I think that is one of the only times I've seen him rattled, like frustrated, because it was the end of the fight and he was losing, and you could see his frustrations got the better of him. But outside of that, fully composed. Actually, one other time I've seen him looked pressured, and that was by I think it was a final of a K1, and I think it was Daniel Gainsky from Canada.
Yeah, put it on him. Yeah, put it on him.
Daniel Gainsky.
Put it on him. I know where. No one,
techie fighter.
no one knew that name, and he put it on him.
Like no one even knew Donny. Like I didn't know his name.
I didn't know him.
I know his name now.
Yeah.
You get
Put
me?
it on
I
him.
know his name now, and he put it on him. Yeah, and I think maybe Horn underestimated him. I don't know in it. Yeah, but we don't know. But outside of that performance, composed, and I think a stat that really accentuates that is in 2020. And in 2020, like he's not a high volume fighter. Like he doesn't throw a bag of techniques.
Yeah.
But in 2020, he had 3 draws and he won all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that just shows like even when he's not active, his mat presence is enough to look like he's dominating a man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like just the fact you can't rattle him, kick man's leg, but he ain't moved.
Yeah. Composure.
He ain't moved on a Kagawa one. Like he ain't moved. Like.
And I think the moment for me when I knew he was that guy, he's always been that guy. But when I was watching the Germany team in the it must have been 2016 World Championships.
No, 2014 Bremen when he fought Zabiola Pushab in the final of men's team.
No, not even that.
Oh, you know what
I was rating that.
Oh, we'll come to that.
And then the next year in the team, and I was watching them like their journey, and obviously they go with their two superstars, Noah and Jonathan.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not taking no shade from anyone else. To qualify to fight in a team for your nation is big, because it's, again, weights don't matter. It's about styles. It's about passion. It's about heart. So anyone that makes that lineup deserves to be in there. But they was really relying on these two to mash work, and these two were mashing work. And there was mashing work at 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 1 and 4.
Yeah,
wherever they were switching out everything in the rotation,
they do their job.
They do their job.
Reliable, trustworthy.
They do their job.
They do their
and
job.
To me, fighting in that cauldron, again, the individual is pressure because you want this for yourself. But then when you put in this team element, you want it for your brothers on the team, your coach that's coaching you, and for your nation. It brings a different kind of pressure. And especially when you know, okay, this fight I'm going at 2, and I need to get this W, because our W's will come 2 and 4, and one of the other 3s will give us a W.
Yeah.
Or I'm going at 1, I need to get this W because, okay, I take me away, I get the W, we're getting a W at 3, and maybe at 2 and 5.
Yeah.
Like, it's a different kind of pressure.
Yeah, it's a different pressure.
It's pretty similar to the pressure of putting man at 5.
Yeah.
Because the man that fights at 5 knows that if it comes to me, I have to win. At best, I can draw. But I have to win. And I have to have the mindset to be able to do whatever it takes to win.
Yeah.
Not many men can fight in that 5 spot.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the thing. As well with team, I think at that level, team is about doing your job.
Yeah.
Like, it's not...
No matter
when
who's against
you come up in team, there's more conversation around it. Good performance, bad performance, points different. I went that bad. No. Did you take the W?
Yeah.
And I think I learned that early, listening to so many team stories, like from my pops and everyone else, and they're telling me like the maddest team stories, like 1990 World Championship Mexico, and they've taken gold. No, 1988 World Championship Egypt, Cairo, like and certain iconic techniques. Like what's the there's a fight, England and France at European Championships. I think it's 1995, and Gus's Paul is fighting Alain Letet, heavyweight from France, and he hits him with this jumping Ermoesh, and he runs and he gets in the crowd and and I just thought, nah, it's so cute. And then Alain Letet comes back and double leg sweeps him and brings back the fight. RIP Alain Letet as well. Like I realized early that when you're of a certain level, when you're of a certain caliber, team is about doing your job.
Yeah.
Anything else, we don't want to hear. And like you said, when you got 2 superstars on the team and you're positioning them certain places strategically, that's pressure. Because that's on you, and we're expecting you to do your job. Like if we lose, it needs to be because of one of these other man. But you two need to hold it down, innit? And we saw that in Bremen.
First of all,
we saw it in Bremen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
techie. That's what I'm saying.
Both of them as well, because Noah fought, I can't remember his surname, Iman,
Yeah. Sanchuli, I want to say.
Okay.
I might be saying it wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that.
Yeah, and he really just leveled up, like he shone through in it. Like that was the fight, and he mashed up his back. He tried to do the kick, and he folded him on the chair. He's all twist up now. The medics come and see him. He's hobbled back. But the man rushed him. And then one of them, he's licked him and then he's got swept.
Yeah.
Folded again, but the flags are up, so man knows it was worth it.
It was worth it, yeah.
The crowd was going mad. Everyone,
Home crowd. Yeah.
everyone's getting mad, yeah? Then Super Johnny steps up now. Everyone's getting mad. And then the fight between Jonathan Horn and Zabiola Porshab, it was like stalemate up until the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, and it exploded.
Like when you go back to watch that fight, you'll be watching like the first 2.5 minutes, like, I swear this fight was litty.
Yeah.
Like, you're thinking this ain't how the fight went in my memory. Then you get to the last 30 seconds.
And it explodes.
And it starts with the Urakan, boom.
Yeah.
And then he builds on it. Yakageri, boom. Then the back leg Urakan, the one looks like the Chuda man, when I wrapped it, boom. Hey, oh my days. That was a big fight.
And this is what I'm saying, like, the smaller, the nations that have fewer superstars, like it's a pressure reliant cauldron again. And then you look at Horn's journey, juniors to seniors, and seniors are taking that European and being consistent on that European stage, and then added in obviously your K1s and your big medals around that, and then to culminate that now with this World Championship win, like it means, you can see what it means to him. And again, I'm sure he's probably been to European Games, World Games, and been able to be on this kind of they're like party stages really, because it's only selected man get invited. Like the World Championship, you know, the best man from each nation is going to be there. So I know Azerbaijan, you're going to send a man. Uzbekistan, you're going to send a man if you've got one. And yeah, but these World Games, Euro Games, you may got to qualify to get here. So not everyone's getting that ticket punch. So every man here deserves it. But again, I'm sure he'll be able to perform this. And again, the fact that he's got that win now over Sajjad in the World Championship final, it's going to boost the confidence. Again, I follow the gram, I see the training, I see the mindset and the shift and the more stability in his program, and the happiness he looks in the stage of his life. He said, now I can only expect a good performance if we do get one. But yeah, he's put on some late performances, I'm not even going to lie. Dispatch, man. And at that size, dispatch him, man.
At that size,
dispatch him, man.
Jonathan Horn is one of them fighters where you rattle the cage, then that's on you. Because you can go out and you can either concede by letting him nick the points that he nicks with the over the top Jordan Gakazuki. It's a big banker for him, very consistent, the Kazami or the Urakan. But if you try to turn up on him and he's on form and you open the cage, you go deal with the beast then. It didn't need to be this way. It didn't need to be this way. But when he switches gear,
he's ready for that scrap, and I think his longevity comes because from what I've heard, allegedly the story is, my man warmed down after the competitions. You find man in the warm-up room, gold medal or not, busting that warm down,
professional,
looking after his body, a real athlete again, which is rare to see. Some man lost, pissed off when you take your gi top off. On the way back to your bag, you're throwing your gi, you're throwing your belt, you're throwing your body armor, you're throwing everything you can catch your throwing.
Don't forget the gum shield.
The gum shield guy, you got to buy a new one.
Gum shield's gone, you got to buy a new one. You forgot that you've thrown it, and then the next tournament you're like, right, and you're trying to find hot water to mold it.
But that's what I'm saying. But again, we touched on that composure. My man, discipline back in there, doing his warm down jogs. He stretches out. He's looking after his body. He knows I need this engine. True professional. Yeah, most definitely. And as well had a clear sheet in 2019 as well in Tokyo. Scored 10 points, conceded none. In the right country to do it, innit?
Yeah, definitely.
Mate.
Okay.
Who's last on this list?
No, not even last. Second to last.
Last of the qualified, because obviously
automatic.
The automatic kind of, because the host gets the host privileges, but the last really grinder.
Yeah, cool. So the next fighter that we have now is Ivan Kavesic from Croatia. Apologies if I pronounced that incorrectly again. Ivan Kavesic from Croatia, -84, who is current world champion also. And I believe that was his first individual world championship performance as well. And I pulled out a blinder like that.
So man pulled out a worldie.
Literally.
His first battle.
Literally pulled out a worldie. Like, medals overview. So he took a silver at a youth league when he was younger. Series A level, he's got a bronze. K1 level, he's got 3 bronzes, 2 silvers and 2 golds. Continental level, he's got 1 bronze and 1 silver. And at World Championship level, obviously he's got that gold medal from 2018. Okay, so the level of development that Ivan has made is probably one of the most effective and like one of the most, the word that I'm looking for, like just the biggest development out of the majority of people, especially in the male categories. Yeah. I fought Ivan in 2016 in team in World Championships, and I managed to best him. And when I saw like what he was doing at World Championships, at first, and when I saw him win his world title, at first I wasn't really appreciating the level of development. Because you see people pop up and win titles and never win anything again, etc. Yeah. When you dive into the stats, he's become so consistent. He's scoring so high. Like he's really shown that he belongs in these rankings. Do you get what I'm saying? And I had to realize that. I realized very soon, even by 2018, that this is not the same Ivan that I fought 2 years ago. He's a different fighter. And you can see it in his confidence, in the way that he moves, like his tenacity, and he's tall, he's long, he's got long limbs, and he knows how to use his reach to his advantage. You know, you've got fighters that got long limbs, and it's like, you see them fight, and you think, you know, you could attack like from
further.
You could probably attack from further and still make up that distance.
Or if you put your hand a bit higher, it's gonna push my man a bit further back. Push my man
back, or do you know what I mean? Or like if you instead of like, because I feel like a lot of kicks, we hold our hips a bit square. Because we need the leg control, either an aura or a trick kick, but so extend. Do you know what I mean? And maximize that reach, and you're catching people. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like he really knows how to utilize his reach and make it as effective as possible. And he's techy with his hands. He's got good hands, good kazamis, good double Jordans. But the Urma wash, the level of flexibility that he has in his front leg, he can probably do it off both legs, But the Urma wash is so bendy, bro. It's one of them ones. It comes up there, like it's mad, isn't it? So,
and I think that, like you say, it's been a bit of a cauldron for him. So the success didn't really come early.
Obviously, his brother, so his older brother. He's definitely his older brother. Took a bronze medal in Linz 2016. That's his training partner, man.
That's what I'm saying.
So the levels are there.
Training on the world stage, and coming back to my dojo, and we can run sets every day if we really want to. And that's what you get from. And you know what? I did start, or I read a book, Bounce. I think it's by Matthew Said, and it talks about progression. It talks about development, and a lot of it is about opportunity and circumstances. And it touches on this guy, and it talks about him as like a table tennis, like you say, world champion, or whatever you want to call it, or whatever he got to in the end. And it's like, when you dissect this guy, where he grew up, his older brother played table tennis, at a high standard, not maybe the same, but a high standard, which meant that his parents had invested in a table tennis table at the house. So they had a full-size table tennis table in the garage that obviously him and his brother can run sets on, He lived in a district where they had a morning table tennis club. So before school, he could go and run sets of table tennis. He lived in a district where they sent him to a school that the PE teacher had an abundance of skill in table tennis. So again, he's going to this school obviously to predominantly learn his thing, but his PE teacher is highly skilled in table tennis, has got a background of national team and national competitions and international competition. So again, your level of exposure to knowledge and opportunities is so high. And again, the thing about where he lived was, if he lived 3 doors down on his road, he would be in a different school district. But the fact that he lived where he did live pushed him into this bracket. And again, it's this: I can run sets with my dad, I can run sets with my brother, I can go early in the morning, I can go talk to my teacher, and then you're just exposed to so much stimuli in that way that it's inevitable. And imagine if you're doing this from, you pick up your racket, let's say at 4, and you're running these sets, you might be average, but you've put in about 5,000 hours already by the time you get to 8, 9, 10. And some of these 9, 10-year-olds are just picking up the bat. So again, Ivan has used his brother's success again as a springboard. So he's running these sets. He goes back to his national team running sets. Because don't get me wrong, their team obviously built off the back of the plus 84 and the minus 84. The rest of the lighter weights are not bad. They've got a youngster, I would say at 67, who took quite a few junior medals. Again, who's now in the fold. I want to say his name's Boran. He's trying to begin with a B as well.
High top kind of trim.
Yeah. I see him fight
Jordan.
Cuba Blue at Junior Europeans, and then fight Jordan at the Senior Europeans.
Yeah. I think they fought in team as well at World Championships in Linz.
But you're getting people who are mixing with good people on the biggest stage. And then you see that from the 2018, before the World Championships, he took his silver medal in the Europeans. So again, now he's kind of at the stage. And then, boom, takes your gold medal. And it springboards you up into this position. And now, again, it comes with a new set of pressure. Because now you are the world champion, yeah? People are sitting at home watching your videos now, formulating those plans to how. Yeah. And then we can see the next 3 competitions after his world title win, no medals, but then he gets a medal, and then it's a no medal, then it's a stretch of getting medals, and it's like now people have put you in this bracket where they analyse you. How are you developing? And we can see he's still consistently developing his game, or still being able to produce results to a high extent. And again, a shortened 2020 season, but in the 4 events, he still managed to pick up a medal, which is great. And then he's going to hopefully take that into the next phase of this system.
Yeah. And again, even ultimately, and like you said, 2020 was a shortened season, but you can see the consistency straight away. I mean, his average points in 2020 was 10 points an event, but his average in 2019, 10.8. His conceded average 2020 6.5, and his conceded average in 2019 also 6.5. You feel me? So you can see he's got a formula.
He's got his bankers. He's got his bankers. He's got his identity. He knows what he's working with. And again,
he knows his strengths.
Podium percentage at Europeans 50%, which means when he is exposed to the big stage, he's doing it. Obviously, he's only got his 1 world championship, which is a gold medal. Which, if you put that in a vacuum, who would want 1 in 1? That's phenomenal.
Like the thing is as well, that remember that World Championships that year, he was meant to fight Chobata.
In the final.
In the final, and I think from Ukraine. And Chobata got injured, and he didn't end up fighting that final, innit? And I know a lot of people thought at the time, well, you've got your world title, but you didn't fight your final. But I remember he soon fought Chobata soon after at a K1, and on that occasion dispatched him. So again, it just kind of confirmed, innit? Like he's of that caliber, like he's there at that level. Do you know what I'm saying? And like you said, what is his finals 1 percentage? Yeah, so he's winning 42.9, let's say 43% of his finals, and the average of the minus 84 category is 40.4%. So he's there, like he really is there with
the best of them, and then
really, especially in the division.
Yeah, when we're talking best, you're talking the Ugo Aktas, you're talking your Porsche,
your Ryotaro Aragas,
phenomenal names, and to be in the conversation with good averages around them, it's just a testament to his growth, and again, opportunity. Training partners, belief, determination to slug it out. Because some people, when you get a slow start, they'll just kick and say, maybe karate is not for me. But again, it seems like he's from a karate family who they enjoy the training. Again, they're pretty... How old would you say he is roughly? He must be...
About my age, I would say.
Yeah, a similar age.
Probably must be about like 25, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so...
24 to 26.
Again, he's embarking on that journey where he could be on his own, or moving out, or moving away from the family establishment home. Kind of thing. Again, but to still be delivering such a high, consistent level of karate, it's a good testament. And again, when you look at his position, he does hold the last slot for the automatic qualifications, and the next person from the minus 84 is almost 2,000 points away from him. And we know he's got that medal from the Senior European Championships I'm sure he medalled in 2019 Senior European Championships. Yeah, the bronze medal to back him up if we don't have a further competition. But again, a different dynamic. So you've got Ugo Aktas, who's, I don't want to say the golden child, but again, great success at young, bit of diversity, bit of problems, and overcome that. And then you've got Sajjad in there. who again is another athlete who you think, consistent
yeah.
at the highest level. Jonathan
Horn.
Horn, the long CV,
Yeah.
and then you've got this Ivan who's really worked for what he's got.
He's grafted.
It weren't given to me.
He's grafted.
I might have not been from the best setup, but I'm grinding and I'm gonna get the results. It'll be a good.
I might not even come from like one of these like golden nations that are just breeding champion after champion, but. Me and my brother,
we do our thing.
To be fair though, they're minus 75. Enes Gabrovic. I think I might have mispronounced his name. You know, I'm talking about Enes, and he fights minus 75.
I think I can see him.
He's a bad boy fighter as well. So to be fair, Croatia, they got a good talent pool there, but they don't. It's not a nation like an Iran or a Turkey, but they're doing their thing.
Yeah.
And again, look, he competed in 4 events in 2020, and he competed in 10 in 2019. So together, there's 14 events and had no first round losses.
Yeah, consistent.
No first round
losses.
Means
that, again, with the way the ranking works now and the draws, that means he's going to probably get a lower ranked opponent in his early rounds. He's not losing to them.
Yeah.
He might lose to people that are of his caliber, or if he meets them early in the competitions, because everyone knows how the draw sometimes is in your favour or it's not in it. You can get a big boy in the second round, and it's tough. And if you're not on your game and he's more on his game than you are, then you're going to lose. But again, no first round, no early buffs is what you need to see.
Yeah. Let's move on. We're going to move on to the last fighter that we have on this list.
Bad boy.
And that is Ryotaro Araga from Japan, minus 84. Again, legend, innit? Hall of Famer. Has to be. When he retires, he will be remembered as one of the greatest minus 84 competitors that we've seen in our generation.
Yeah, definitely.
You feel me? Like, we're going to go straight into a medals overview. So he was junior world champion. At Series A, he's got a gold. K1 level, 4 bronzes, 4 silvers, 10 gold medals. Continental level, 1 bronze, 2 golds. And World Championship level, 2 silvers, 1 gold. So it speaks for itself, innit? Just without even looking into his stats, just the CV is ridiculously strong.
It's dense, and he's one of those ones where he did take that junior world championship on the first try in 2007, and then there's a gap, so he's gone missing.
Yeah,
and he's re-emerged in 2010, and you're thinking, okay, what kind of performance at the World Championships? He didn't medal, but he placed
in Belgrade,
in Belgrade 2010, and then he's kicked on 2012 final, 2014 final, 2016 finally gets that gold medal, and again.
And the way, do you know what it is as well, yeah? It's the way that he lost them finals. In both of the finals that he lost, 2012, 2014, there were moments, in which it could have gone the other way. There's a moment in the Paris final against Kenji Grillon where he hits him with a Jordan Mawash. Kenji goes to throw a technique and he leans back and catches him, but he kind of catches him like with the bottom of his shin, kind of. And I remember Kenji drops that, but like from the right angle, you put up your flag in it, That it was like you could have
millimeters,
You could have scored it, innit? But they didn't score it. 2014 against Gogita Kenya from Georgia. There was a Uramawash from a clash. Yeah. They had a clash and he stepped through back leg, I think, Uramawash, and he's hit Gogita like slap bang and he's dropped him in it. But the kick was beautiful, beautiful. But obviously they've had to give him the warning in it. So it's like every single time, it's like it could have gone in his favour. It was like minuscule things, isn't it? So obviously it's come 2016. It's against Arkan Mamayev from Azerbaijan. Yeah. And it was nice to see him get it. It was nice to see him get that win because it was definitely deserved.
And then, like, you talk about athletes and you talk about memorable positions. And we was reminiscing on this the other day about his period where he went undefeated.
Let's talk on that.
Back to back. And if we look, it starts with if we really want to start it properly from when he started building the momentum. In 2015, at the Asian Senior Championships, takes the gold medal. Yeah. Later on in that year, he goes to a K1 in Austria, takes a bronze medal. And then it just takes off. He goes to Japan K1, gold medal. Return to 2016.
Nah. You gotta go further back.
Further back, you want than that?
Do you know where that starts?
Do you want that World Championship silver medal?
That starts from Bremen.
Yeah,
because Paris Open and losing for a bronze medal, that's levels as well. Like you're contesting. You're contesting. Alright, cool. It wasn't a medal, yeah.
But you're contesting.
But let's start from
let's go back to
from
that.
there. Let's
Okay.
go from there.
So we get to the Bremen 2014 World Championships, like we was discussing, and he fought Kagita, and then obviously he takes the silver medal.
Yeah.
So that's in like November time. Paris Open, January 2015, 5th place, contesting the medal.
Yeah.
Asian Championships, gold medal. Premier League in Salzburg, bronze medal.
Now he hits his stride.
Hits the stride. And you're talking about Premier League in Japan, Okinawa, gold medal. Premier League in Paris, gold medal.
7 rounds, by the way.
Yes.
For that medal.
For that medal, 7 rounds.
7 rounds.
Yeah?
Like,
Premier League in Austria.
I fought him that year.
Premier League in Austria, gold medal, 6 rounds. Premier League in Germany, gold medal, 6 rounds. World Championship in Linz, gold medal, 6 rounds. Premier League in Paris, gold medal, 7 rounds. Premier League in Rotterdam, gold medal, 7 rounds. Like, you know what, yeah?
Oh my days.
We are talking numbers, 39, what we on, 43, 48. We're talking maybe like 45 consecutive wins. Wins. Different countries, different times of the year, different occasion, win.
Yeah.
Win.
Yeah.
Win. It becomes a habit.
Yeah.
And again, when we heard that he lost it in Dubai, yeah, you felt a bit heartbroken. You felt like, nah, it shouldn't have been like that, you know. But again,
He probably even forgot what it felt like.
but
Do you know
again,
what I mean?
we're talking really of, let's call it a dominance, because you're there or thereabouts from 2014 to 2017. So from the end of 2014 to 2017,
shelling.
you consecutively contended for medals.
Yeah, straight shelling. Absolute dominance of the
And
category.
again, you know when athletes hit their stride, sometimes you can be a bit worried about putting them in too many times because I don't want you to burn out. I don't want people to catch on. But man, I said, all right, cool. K1 here, K1 there, K1 here. What World Championship time? All right, cool. Take that, bag that, boom, back to this K1 circuit. And again, amassing these points. And again, he's another athlete from a host nation that you're going in with an expectation of a performance.
Yeah. And again, look at this period of time as well, yeah. We're talking 2015, 16, 17. The competitors in the category at the time that are primed and doing their thing still is high. And these are competitors that he has to be beating in the rounds, in the semis, in the finals, consistently. Your Paul Shabs. I feel like they have a very because they both compete in Asian games as well. They often meet each other's in the finals. They're kind of each other's. Do you know what I mean?
Go to like head to head. They're looking for.
It's a head to head there, isn't it? But you know, at the time, there's just an abundance of talent in the categories at the time. You know, Kendrick Gillon was still there. Timothy Peterson was probably still there. Zanos is there. Hanafi Keshta's there. You know, Gokhan Gunder's like all of these fighters, all of these experienced. Gogita's there as well. Like all of these fighters are
seasoned
vets, and to be consistently best in them. And again, some of these fights are being won but by the smallest moments.
Yeah.
Like it might come down to like a final clash at the end of the fight. Like it's not say like I think that's almost more impressive than if he was wrapping everyone up. Because if he was wrapping everyone up, it just shows that he's just on a different level. So it almost becomes expected. But it's not that he's wrapping everyone up. It's that he's that good at this game. He's that good. So each fight is tense. Like every time you're watching it, he could lose. But he backs the win. And then you watch him again, but he backs the win. And sometimes it's coming down to like literally like the last clash of the fight. Like it's coming down to like the most minuscule moments, inches. But he gets the W.
And you know what? When you talk about any sport, you're gonna be on fire. You're gonna be cold. But his unique ability is he knows how to win, whether that's pretty, ugly, indifferent. He understands the minuscule moments that will win him the fight, and that is very rare. Again, when we're talking about that, I can only liken that kind of skill to like an Agiev. who, again, knows the fights are 3 minutes, knows we might have 30 clashes, but understands each 30 clash different and understands, okay, is this the right clash for me to take the point? Because often he clashes, and again, he's got the Japanese way about them of following up after a clash, or the machine gun volume of techniques that do come out. Because again, I'm not saying that he does it all the time, but he's got it in his arsenal if he needs to go bam, 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 bam. Okay, stop, change, break, bam, 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 bam. He can do that again, but he's got a unique knack of uniquely throwing some of these techniques and just catching man off guard and thinking, and then he can protect what he's got. And he protects really well. He
protects his points well, and he uses his presence in a sense where, like, I fought him in 2016, the Paris Open. He took a gold medal in, and the fight ended 1-0. But even though the scoreboard said 1-0, I didn't feel like... There was a moment close in the fight where I felt like I scored a point, and we video reviewed it, and I think they ended up video reviewing the wrong technique or something like that. It is what it is, cool. After that moment, once I conceded the point, after that moment, there wasn't a point in the fight where I felt like...
You can get a point.
I was going to take a point off him. So even though it ended 1-0 and it looks nice on paper, like everyone's like, all right, you lost Araga, it was 1-0, but it didn't feel 1-0. It didn't feel
1-0,
It didn't feel 1-0 because at the end of the fight, I had him in the corner for about 10 seconds, Zach. And my man was just here, and I'm second guessing. No, this one, lift up, no, because and it's 10 seconds deep, and I'm realizing, I haven't thrown a technique, but he hasn't moved. So he's just inserted himself in my head. Like
rent-free.
And man's not throwing because of his presence. Like, he's making man think he's coming. He's making me think I'm vulnerable. If I lift up, he's coming this way. Do you know what I'm saying? And I always remember, he done something in that fight. And you know, at the time, my sweeps were coming together. It was later on in that fight, probably landed, you know, one of the best sweeps of my thing later that day. So I remember there was a moment where we were fighting, and I went to sweep his leg. And as I've gone to take it, he's lifted up his leg and he's tapped the inside of my face with a crescent kick.
And so tapped him. Ting.
Wallahi, bro, I swear to you now, on the most serious thing, I've gone to take his leg and he lifted his leg and he tapped my face with a crescent kick. And it was so quick that the referees...
Didn't even see it.
No, that went over their head, But he looked at me and smirked. Because he knew...
That you knew.
That I knew.
That he did
that. I tried to be cheeky. And he was cheekier, you feel me, man? Just lifted it up and said, boop.
Have that. And you know what? I think the explosiveness is from 0 to 100 real quick, from a distance that's not very much done from a tempo that is not very much done, and a lot of when you teach fighting and you talk about tempo and you get deeper into karate, and this is for men that are real deep into karate, because fundamentally they don't really teach you about tempo and bounce patterns. But that is a huge part in the delivery of the techniques, and that's why some of the exceptional athletes make basic techniques concrete, because they understand the tempo that they're moving at and their opponent, and they match in a way where I'm going to catch him on his off tempo.
I'm so happy that you've mentioned this, because that the pattern was literally going to be the next thing I moved on to in regards to bounce, tempo and patterns. He was one of the first fighters, Ryotaro Araga, alongside Alexandra Riccia, were some of the first fighters that I saw implement the rule of three. And for anyone that's unfamiliar with this term, the rule of three is basically this notion. Okay, look, slightly I coiled the term in it, but it's sense like subconsciously we tend to register things in threes, just without even realizing, and that is how they were setting up the majority of their Chudan Gaks. So if you look at Araga's final against Kenji in 2012, and you look at a lot of his fights, and you look at Alexandra Riccia and how she sets up so many of them Chudan Gaks, it's on the third. So it's 1, 2, and I know you're coming in this one. 3, drop, drop down, slap him. And you've seen that now, and people are clocking that, but people are taking it to another level. So beyond Chudan Gak, Jordan kicks, Douglas Bros, he's got this technique where he runs off the front leg, breaks the line. But the way that it's off the rule of three, he taps 1, 2, and on the third one, bang! Sadruddin Saimatov. He's got a final, I think it's Dubai against Malaysia. And you see the replay of the Ura all the time.
Yeah.
Same thing, 1, 2. And on the third one, his opponents anticipated a tap. So he didn't even need to let that one go. He just kind of showed it and he's lifted up. You feel me? So, but Ryotaro Araga was one of the first people who I saw use this pattern and make it so effective. And his Chudan Gak is crazy effective. But not only that, he's got all the other techniques with it that make him, again, one of these all-encompassing fighters that can really hit you with any technique of any hand, both stances.
Both
like,
stance. Center of the mat, corner of the mat,
Don't
from the low
matter.
guard, from the high guard.
That is the end of this episode. Again, we have reviewed the heavyweight competitors that initially qualified for the Olympic Games. We hope that you enjoyed the episode. And again, please like the videos, comment down below, leave your opinions, your views, share the videos, please help us circulate them. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Instagram. The social will be Mushin_karate_. Gavin's social media handles will also be down at the bottom, so please follow him up as well.
There's no yame in it in Croatia, is there really?
There's about to be. Sir, you put that camera on me. Watch it now. Yame. Wow. Sir.